Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're looking at DXY on a daily time frame, and today's Thursday. A few quick things I want to point out is DXY's consolidation that's been giving Bitcoin a hard time going side, Bitcoin and ETH going sideways in a range, which I will show you guys as soon as I get to them. It's basically very, very mature. This is a bull flag on top of a bull flag on top of our breakout. So yeah, this is basically looking like we are trying to either claim this 200 EMA at 104.70, 105, and then trying to go to the next level. Hold on, there you go. We are trying to basically fill out this triangle consolidation and go to the next level around 108, 109. Or we're going to fill out this triangle consolidation and then come back and test the breakout area around 103.50 and hopefully find some support and then break out just to basically shake some people out first. Worst case scenario, we can go as low as 102.25, 102.50, this blue EMA, and then we can look for some support and then continue up. The risk is that when you come to 102, 103 can be a dead cat bounce for you to go lower, take this liquidity out, and then go back up, like go all the way, close to 97. I'm not looking for that scenario. Right now, I do think we're healthy enough to go sideways and up. RSI is not oversold. We did get to the almost oversold, and we sold off pretty nicely and quickly, holding the support. As long as we hold this 104 level, I think we should be continuing upside, and that should put pressure on equities as well as Bitcoin and ETH. Here's a 4-hour chart to show you kind of like what we should be expecting today. So here's this little triangle that we made. Looks nicer on 4-hour than on daily. Daily, it looks like chicken scratch. So today's daily, this next 4-hour close in 10 minutes is kind of important. Kind of setting up a doji. And this is going to be a third lower high. So if we don't actually get above this 104, 105 level, it's possible that we can look for some downside. But as long as we're looking at 104.50 and holding that level, we will probably eventually get to that 105 and more. Once we get above here, this white line is the measured move, because basically if it gets this close, it's probably going to just take out that liquidity and go right to its next target of like 107 or 108. So just keep that in mind that it's charging up and winding up, but that doesn't mean that it can't pull back a little to find some more support and then use the fuel from the support to go higher. Kind of like if it was to come down here, that shouldn't scare you because it can consolidate here, find support, and then continue up. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that happening because it's following this little channel consolidation here. Okay? As long as it can hold that formation, this consolidation of this channel, and not go lower than this previous low over here at 104, that's perfectly fine. We can bounce around it. Oops. We can bounce around in that channel as long as the channel is not violated and breaks to the upside. It gives us higher probability of the continuation and breakout occurring the way that we were describing. I'll just lower this a little bit so you guys can see and do that. I would like to change the color, not to red, but hey. So just so you know that that's a possibility and that's not something to be concerned about. It's just consolidating kind of situation. We don't want it to make this hot, break this low, but as long as it holds the 104 level, we can look for the next day to get scooped up and go. All right. Now, let's look at ETH. Yeah, the only issue right here is that we have all the resistance at the EMAs at this level. And to pull back from here, I would still look at 104, 104.50 as support. And then we would look for higher. All right. Well, that's done. Let's go look at Bitcoin. So yesterday we were trading in that $100 range, and basically anyone above 10x leverage, if they were taking trades at the wrong time, probably got wiped out due to the fact that we tested the top and the bottom of the range yesterday. Ironically, here is Bitcoin on a daily time frame. As you can see now, since DXY is doing what it's doing, I have a big warning for this. We were setting up bear dips for a while, right? As we're going higher on RSI. Oh, give me one sec. Okay. Sorry, it took me a while, but I put up some more info for us. So as you can see on the daily time frame, as we're going up, 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 we're actually going down, down, down on our side. That's actually showing you bearish divergence. But this is just showing you that, hey, if a big buyer steps up, that they can use this bearish divergence to fill their long, because a lot of people are probably setting sells up right now. So be careful for downside is step one. Okay. Now, as we're over here at like 23.3, 23.3 is like a big, big level for what we were looking for the last few weeks, few days. Was the midline. If we were above it, it was good. If we were below it, it was bad. Well, right now we're at it. If we start losing this level, which RSI is showing you that downside is likely today, we should be looking to test into the 2300. Losing 2300 will mean that we are looking for much lower levels, such as 22.7, which was last week's low right here. And if we lose this level, then we have the next level of support, which is our EMA at 22,200. Okay, this little order block from the top 22,200 to the bottom of it, which is about 21,300. So basically, $1,000 range is going to be where we can possibly go and find support if we lose 22,700. So just be aware of that going on moving forward. Now, let me just confirm that if we lose 23.3 on this daily close, the risk of us flushing down hard is there. And then since today we're so close to doing it, I would be very cautious about doing longs before the daily close. Yesterday, I did not trade that much. The day before that, I did not trade that much. Today, I'm probably not going to trade that much. While we're going in a sideways range here, let me go to the 4 hour. I have a rule that there's only a certain amount of time that I take trades in these like little ranges, right? And if the range does not break, then I'll wait for the range to break. Because when the way I trade, I need an advantage, right? Like I would short here, I would long here. But right now, all the EMAs and price actions are converged onto each other. It's waiting for a break in one direction or the other. Yeah, you can gamble it's going to go up, but it could go back down. And I don't want to gamble this. Like, this is for me a scenario of poker. In poker, you can decide what hands you play. You don't have to play every hand. You can fold, right? Well, yeah, Dixie looks like it wants to go up, and Bitcoin is trying to look like it's trying to do something, but I just don't want to play this hand. This is just you accidentally giving back money to the market because we are in the middle of the range. Until it goes up here, I don't want to short. Until it goes down here, I don't want to long. Yeah, you can take range trades in the middle of this nonsense, but more than likely it's going to poke to the one end or the other. So you need to be very, very cautious and careful about how you place your trades. Okay, that's why I'm showing you guys more than I should be doing. I want everyone to be safe because right now I see something is winding up. And if you're watching this video, I'm going to make sure you're protected. So thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to leave a like, a subscribe, press the bell button for notifications. If you have any friends and family into this market, please feel free to share our contact with them. If you're interested in trading with us live, please feel free to join our Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the description of this video below. Any questions or comments you have, please leave it in the comment section below, and I promise I'll get back to you. And all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend myself are in the comment section below of this video. So feel free to go check it out, and I hope to see you in that Discord server. All right, back to the video. So yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Once we have 4 hour opening closes above 23.3, cool, we can target 24 and higher. And right now, we are not doing that. We are closing this 4 hour candle. We still got 31 seconds, but it's closing under the EMAs and under the 21. More than likely, the next one will open and might get more pressure to the downside. Even though you're seeing this looking like it wants to go up, this is just going sideways and on the midline. This is probably the worst time to take a trade. Is my real uh, suggestion. And on top of that, after coming down like this, doing this looks like a bear flag to me. Like it just wants to go and make another leg down. So it's like I just don't want to do anything until I see New York open, and I'll have more of an idea. But in my opinion, this just looks like it wants to flush down, take some liquidity out of all the people who bought long over here, thinking that this was the long, and then the real long will come back much lower, like 22 sorry, 21.7 to 21.3 or 22.7. Best case scenario would be not going lower than here. But if they're trying to take these wicks out, you can go a little bit lower. If this wants to go up first, fine. Go ahead and take this liquidity out here, and then if you want to roll over, go ahead. It's just um, too baity in my opinion. Okay, you had multiple taps to the downside, and you had multiple taps to the upside, and we're just getting in a tighter and tighter range. So when the range breaks, I'll take a trade. Until then, I'm gonna be chill. Let's go now to ETH. And the reason why you guys see all these new indicators on my chart is because I'm trying to visually make you guys see what price is doing. So you can understand the consolidations and the chop and why people are getting murdered and why I have not traded it's heavily for like last 2-3 days. There are people making good money because they're using the levels and ranges and lower leverage. For me, I'm just not gonna. I just know better. That's all I'm gonna say. I just know better. I don't need a chase, and this is. I mean, the smartest thing here would have been a short off of the EMA around 1775. So if you got this 1725, the one that we shorted originally, 1725 was the fib. Should I show it? Does it show the fib? That's not on this chart. Yeah, it's okay. Let's take that out. So, as you saw, like we were looking for that short over there. The 1725 is the level that I want to see a 4-hour open and close above before I look for higher. Okay, and I've been watching ETH pretty close compared to Bitcoin, so I know that by heart that 1725 is that level. To the downside, it's like 1450. Yeah, 1460. And that is basically like the line in the sand for us to hold any upside possibility and this not being a complete fake out and liquidity grab to the downside. Like any crazy news article coming, this would be like the biggest like trick ever because this move was good, healthy for longs, pretty bad for all the people who chased because they chased into this, and now we've been doing this for a very long time. And a lot of people, if they bought here, they added on. 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 Right? So a lot of money is here now. Market maker can just poke up, take that liquidity, come back down, take that liquidity, come right back in the middle, just like he's been doing. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm going to trade this, I'm going to trade the tops and the bottoms, not the middle. And right now, we're in the middle. If I was to pull my fib up right now, you will see that there's this whole thing is in the gap of my fibs where I don't trade. So I'm not really rushing into a trade. 1630, 1640 is a good long area. I did take a long off of this. I do have a long off of this, but it's like less than 10x leverage. I'm just right now, if it breaks up, whatever low leverage position I take here, if it breaks up, I can add on the test because I said it's going to break up, come back, test, then launch out, right? Well, I can do it that way because that will give me a confirmation of a breakout, a test on support, and then you could go ape into some leverage. If it breaks down, I can let it go down, test back up, and then break down, and I can add again, like on the test. Without the test, I am just not comfortable doing stuff. It's just a risk that is not needed to be taken. Right now, ETH looks pretty good compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was closing under, right? ETH is closing above. If this daily candle doesn't lose this 1630, that's going to be good for us to open sideways and look for continuation up the next day, okay? Now let's go to a 4 hour because the daily RSI is starting to look ugly. Maybe 4 hour can give us more clues. And it's 8 o'clock, so we got about 2.5 hours before New York opens. So, you know, flighty, floaty action until the markets open makes sense. This little inverse head and shoulder that everyone was discussing kind of literally hurt a lot of people when it came back and tested the 200. Now it's kind of just floating over here on top of support, but it's a doji with another doji under the 9 EMA. Doesn't show you strength over here. So we need buyers to step up. Otherwise, this is going to roll over because it's been going sideways for a long time. And after a while, eventually it's going to roll over because people will not be that enticed to long it. The FOMO is not going to be there. So as soon as we lose 1635 on a 4 hour open and close, I'm looking for those lower targets to hit. If we can close above 1670, I'll look for that 1725 area to break, and then we can look for our targets that we were looking for, that 1775, that 1800. Let me go back to daily so you can see it, and then we'll conclude the video. There's 1775, then 1850, and then up on top of that, it's going to be the 22 or 2100, 2200. So we're basically ready, and very close to get to those levels. It's just we need to get out of this sideways consolidation. And the hope is that since we started from the bottom and now we're here, Drake, the consolidation held very strong here. And now we can use this as our bottom and go to the next leg up. As in, like, this was a one, wave two, wave three, wave four. Oh, wait, sorry. Haha. This is wave one. This is wave two. We're gonna start wave three. That's what I meant to say. This is wave one. This is consolidation number two. Wave three is coming straight up. Then we're gonna have a consolidation for four, and then we'll get another wave five. And that will probably complete the head and shoulder, is the fifth wave. Keep in mind, this is on a daily time frame, guys. It's going to be a while. It's already proving to you that it's going to be a while. Just don't lose faith, and then just be cautious of losing support over here at 1560, 1550. After that, we kind of have to be cautious that, hey, this could be another downtrend because this was another lower high kind of situation. So that's all I have to say for this today. If you have any questions or concerns, like I said, leave it in the comment section below. If you are interested in trading with us, please join us on our Discord live. I just want everyone to be very cautious. I do want us to get to the moon, but the way that this is looking is like a little bit of more sideways downward grind before we pop up. So just be ready for you to test the lows, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. I'll talk to you guys soon. And if you want to talk to me today, feel free to join the Discord server. The link is in the description of the video below. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.